It's a new one. Some are calling it the newest of all the years yet. At least that's what I've been hearing. But congratulations, we have made it. And here's 4 things you need to be doing as a music producer in 2026. And we're gonna make some music along the journey, so we'll be bouncing back and forth from here into the DAW, back to here, and you'll get it. Just stick along for the ride. I think I just want to start off going through some drum breaks, try to find something that we can chop up. That's a nice one right there. Donny Hathaway. Gonna chop out the individual hits and kind of start coming up with our own pattern based off of those. Now doing these, I like to not zoom in too far while I'm making my chops. Just to kind of give it a little bit of swing, like if a hit starts a little bit late, kind of add some natural swing to it. And I like that style. This makes it feel a lot more loose, I think. Let's just go create our own pattern with it. We all make bad beats, or at least beats that just don't come together the way we want them to. The thing is, usually when a track you're working on isn't, working, there's at least something there to the idea, whether it be a cool bass line, a nice drum pattern, some cool chords. It really doesn't matter what it is. You wouldn't be trying to make it work if every sound and instrument in there just sounded like complete poop, right? So the idea here is to create your own personal sample library. Before you completely abandon the idea and just send it to collect dust in the depths of your hard drive, just solo out whatever the part of the project is that's good, bounce it out into a folder, and then down the road, when you go to make a beat and you want to sample something, pop that folder open and boom, there you go. A wonderful chord progression you made 3 months ago that's just been sitting there waiting for you to find it and give it another chance. Not only can this help you build an original sound and style, because once you've been doing it for a while, it'll just become natural for you to reach for things that you personally created when you want to sample rather than just reaching for splice. But it can also help to make you not feel so bad about yourself when you make a bad beat. Instead of shutting down your computer, walking away just feeling disappointed, you walk away saying, hey, at least those drums were good. At least I made a cool bass line, You still get something out of it, even if you don't get a full song or a full beat out of it. So go make the folder, throw some subfolders in there so you can keep it organized, and always try to remember to just label the key and BPM when you bounce out samples. Let's see how other me is doing with those drums. There's something I've been doing a lot with my drums. It's a little tape echo plugin. And I'm gonna set it to like a 16th, and then I'll throw it a little bit off. Bring the mix and the feedback way down, just so it has a little bit of delay. It just adds another little touch of swing to it. Then I just do a little bit of a different mix on the main drum and then the aux track. And normally on the compressor, I just bring it down a bit more on the aux track, just to keep that more in the background. Sound design is a really important skill to have in your toolkit as a producer. Now, while it is in some ways a bit of a completely different road that you can go down, there are people who fully make a living off of just sound design. And I'm not saying you need to become some kind of sound design wizard. I would say at least pick one plugin to learn the ins and outs of. I personally use Serum 2, but there's also Vital, which is a free option that's just as powerful if you know your way around it, and plenty of others. And I know it looks scary, especially if you're not familiar with wavetables, but honestly, after a couple of tutorials, it's incredibly useful and will drastically improve your workflow. If you're working on a track, have an idea, and you can just create the sound you want, rather than cycling through a ton of presets until you find one that sounds close enough to the sound in your head. If you can just create it on the fly, it can save you a ton of time. And along with what I was saying about the sample library, you can just save your own presets to a folder, and again, that will start to help you curate your own personal sound and style. Maybe you gravitate to more smooth sounds, maybe you like real sharp saw waves and stuff like that. But personally, some days if I'm not in the mood to really make music, I'll just open up Serum, mess around in there for a while, build some presets. And once you get the hang of the interface, it really is just like a playground for experimentation, and it can be really fun. Back to other me. Ah, you. One more. Messing it up. There we go. Like that. Fucking it up. Nah, here we go. Yeah, something simple. And let's give this a little bit of, where's the one I'm looking for? Let's try this. Actually, not what I'm looking for, but. This is something I'm going to get in the habit of doing in 2026, and I should have been doing it for a long time, but bounce out your beats. I made a folder that's just called 2026 Bounces, put it on my desktop, and every time I finish a beat this year, it's going directly into that folder. I really wanted to go through my old beats at the end of 2025, maybe put together a little beat tape or something, I don't really know. It's kind of like an end of the year cleanup, and man, it was annoying to go through, have to open every single session, especially since half my sessions are literally me starting an idea, just going meh, and leaving it to die on the computer. I can't even tell you how many sessions I opened that literally would just have a sample that I had done nothing with. I mean, it was just bad. I did end up finding a few gems in it, but I think I only made it back to October before I decided to just call it quits, start off this year fresh. So yeah, bounce out your beats when you finish them. Name them the same as the name of your session. That's a big one, because if you just bounce it out with a random name, you'll never find the session if you need it. But you'll just have a much easier time going through everything you made. And if you find one in that folder that is gold, you'll know exactly what session to go to finish it up, mix it, whatever you need to do. And if artists ask you for beats, you'll just already have a stockpile of things you can send over to them. And then if they need stems or anything, again, you don't have to go searching for the session. You just pull it right up, bounce out the stems, and you're done. It just makes things a million times easier, and something I'm going to be doing a lot this year as well. Just something real simple. We're gonna run that through the filter gate, soft 16th. Do random pan, low pass. we just need some bass. All right, we got the bass. We got the bass. Just gotta get it tuned up. While I do that, if you're still here, why don't you go ahead and give a little subscribe. Leave a comment down there and say, hey, this beat rocks, man. Let's just go right for it, huh? Not even playing the same line, man. Share your damn music. Seriously. This one might be me talking to myself more than I'm talking to you, but I don't know. Maybe you're like me. I don't really know when it happened, because years ago I was posting music constantly. I would make a song and post it or upload it that same day. I didn't really care. And sometimes it would be great, sometimes it would be terrible, but it just really didn't matter because I'd be coming with the next thing right after it anyways. And somewhere along the line, I just got self-conscious, I think. And I don't really know why, but just post it. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to talk. You don't have to really do content. I mean, I've seen people gain a decent following on Instagram, literally just posting screen recordings of their FL. There's people absolutely killing it on Bandcamp that don't really have much of a social media presence at all. And just share your art, friends. Whether it's posting clips on social media, doing releases, music videos, who cares? Just put it out there. You're putting your heart and emotions into your music, and you never really know if that could have a positive impact on another person, whether it's your family and friends or a stranger across the world. The absolute worst that could come out of sharing your music is a troll commenting that it sucks. But for every person who doesn't get your vision or understand whatever feeling you're trying to convey with your music, there's a million more that might connect with. Probably more than a million, I don't know. There's a lot of people in the world, but you get my point. Share your art. You created it for a reason, and yeah, you got whatever feelings out in the act of creating. There are so many people out there who may not have that outlet to express themselves, and they rely on the people who make the music, who make the art, because they use it as an outlet the same way we use it as an outlet when we're making music. So that's what I'm going to try to do this year, and you should too. The stuff we put our heart and soul to doesn't deserve to just live in our computers forever. It deserves to be heard, deserves to be seen, whether it's by 3 people or 3 million. It's important. That's what we make the art for anyways, is to reach to other people. So share your music. So have a good year. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.